Hey everybody, Josh here in studio, your Liquid Lunch and InterBrews host, to bring you a cool piece of cooler enhancement. It's very cool. From TXUS products, this is called the Cooler Drain. These are your roto molded coolers. They are fantastic. They keep ice icy, they keep beer cold, they keep brisket briskety, whether you're cooking or you're getting ready to cook and you want to keep it cold and you want to get out to the campsite or wherever you're going, you're fishing, any of your outdoor activities, these roto molded coolers are great. Super well insulated, keep your beer cold, your food cold, everything you want to keep cold. They keep it that way. These big guys, they get heavy though. You fill them full of ice and beer or meat, good luck moving them around. That is where the Cooler Drain comes in. Let me show you the Cooler Drain. So some of the best tech is always the simplest, right? It is simply going to replace the stock drain. We have there you see, our filter there to keep the big ice chunks out, or, and it closes up when you do the valve open and close. It has a threaded plug, and that threading, you may have already guessed this, allows you to connect your hose, guide the hose where you want it to go, and drain your cooler. So if you're out at a beer fest and you've been giving out samples all day and then you got a 200-pound cooler full of icy water, but you don't want to be walking around in a muddy mess for the rest of the day, use that hose, well, pocket hose or something. We'll show you here in just a minute. And it'll be also dry under your feet, and you'll have a much lighter cooler to make that brewery intern carry to the truck. Installation is super simple. Could not be more simple. Like I said, best tech, simplest, right? Simply take out the stock plug, replace it with the Cooler Drain, tighten it, there you go. And then when you're ready to undo it, open it up, attach your hose, open the valve, and you're good to go. Drain is the name of the game. I just came up with that. I don't know if I'm going to use that in the final video. We'll see. Let's go outside, test it out in a real world scenario. All right, we're out here outside, beautiful, hot, muggy day in the greater Houston area. I've got my roto molded cooler attached with my Cooler Drain, all set up. It's got water in it, so I can show you how. I got one of these very inexpensive, get it at the grocery store, the sporting goods store, anywhere, obviously home improvement stores, but one of these, they call the pocket hose or scrunchy hose. They get up real small, so if you're on the go with your cooler, these are easy to do. So all you have to do to attach it to the Cooler Drain is you take off the plug. Let's do that first, right? I'll try to stay over here so you can see what's going on. Hold the valve closed when you first get it started, otherwise you can open that valve and make a mess. But right now, what you can't see, I'll try to I'll get a close up here in a second. Completely watertight seal just with hand tightening. So very effective. The gasket works great. Super tight, super dry. It's gonna keep the inside of your RV or truck or van or tent or wherever you're at. It's gonna keep it completely dry. I did already drain it, so there is a little water just inside of the Cooler Drain here, but that's just because I had it on earlier. So all you do is take your hose, and again, one of these pocket hoses, they start small, and then the pressure from when you normally plug them in, they get real long. You're not gonna get all the pressure from this. It's not pushing, it's just gravity fed, but it's still gonna do the job. So you just, turn it on, righty-tighty, clockwise, hand tighten. We don't have to go crazy here. And actually tightening the hose will tighten it onto the cooler a little more as well if it got loosened, during movement. And then, cool part about it is, turn the valve, just like that. Give it a second, out comes the water. You can't see that. There you go, a little shaky because it's not on the tripod anymore. And a different mic, I'm using a different mic, but there you go. You can see it's there and connected there. And you have all that hose, but a cheap and expensive pocket hose works great with the Cooler Drain. As you can also see here, completely dry, watertight seal. The only water on the table was from loosening it the first time. So there you have the demo, the Cooler Drain, a great product from TXUS products. Great piece of cooler up gamesmanship, up your game, game up. I don't know. Anyway, the cooler drain from TXUS products, a great way to up your cooler game, for sure. Impress all your friends. It's just the practicality alone sells it. Go to coolergear.com. For under $20, the cooler drain can be yours. Thanks for checking it out, and go get yourself one today. You'll be glad you did. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on InterBrews and/or Liquid Lunch. Cheers.